Static Selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, Mass. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on me. We all reppin' for Boston, Mass. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on me.
Static Selector.
Yeah. Boston. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Boston.
Static Selector.
Yeah. Boston. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Boston.
Static Selector.
Yeah. Boston. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Boston. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Boston.
And for the statements and the arraignments, and it's getting stranger and stranger. Lockdown Boston, we in danger, in danger. Pressure is cooking in the chambers. Feel my anger, feel my anger. And tell the commission some gambling, some fish. It's the action, it's the risk, man. Ain't this a bitch? Politics, a big block party at the mall, national news and all that other shit. Yeah.
Static Selector.
That's the sound that I want to hear.
Oh yeah. One of those days, huh? Chilling with the Get Fresh crew. Oh wow. Oh wow. Good morning, people. You thought you wasn't gonna see me, huh? Well, good morning, people. Good morning. It's almost 11 a.m. Breakfast and fawkery donut. Question is, ladies and gentlemen, what type of donuts do you like? Man. Can I talk about how many times I've been screen recorded in the last week? Blogs written on me. I'm a villain, huh? Wow. Eesh. I don't know, man. Smear campaign. Smear campaign. Too early for this shit, J.F.K. You gotta calm down. And if you didn't know, this is a message from the flight deck. See people coming up in the room right now. So if you got a carry-on, please put it up in the overhead bin compartment. Go ahead and do that now. And if you got a backpack, please put it right up in front of you. Make sure it's tight, because things tend to move in flight, for sure. But before you do, Take out your vapes, your nips, your Cliff Bars, or whatever your vice might be, because I'm about to take you up to 39,000 feet. We got goals in different area codes, ladies and gentlemen. Goals in different area codes. Go ahead and populate them now. Let's light it up. Light it up, people. And let's get the conversation moving. What do you want to talk about? Turbulence in the chat. Do remember. Yeah, that's about right. Turbulence in the chat. Do remember. Gets the plane rocket for sure. Oh yeah. Here we go. Becky coming in. Goals in different area codes. Right, it's pinned up in the chat. We got goals in different area codes. Woo! You rubbing the lenses off those blue sunglasses? Yeah, why not? Why not? What's up, Nita? I see you see no. I need to be cheered up. J.F.K. Put a smile on my face. I need to love this woman. Amy live. Amy. You know, it was once said by a guy named Sonny from the Bronx. You ever see the Bronx still? You know, some things remain true in that movie. Nobody cares. I'm not saying that I don't care, Amy, but in this world, nobody seems to care. Some people do. There is some good people out there. For sure. See, I remember years ago, I talked to this gentleman, and he told me, hey, man, this was like probably 99. And I was like, man, I'm trying to get to California. I had some dreams. And this is back in the day when you had to go to the airport and actually go buy a plane ticket. Go to a travel agency or something like that. He told me, he said, listen, man, why don't you hitchhike all the way to California? I said, bro, before I'll hitchhike to California, I'll steal a car. Disclaimer. I'm just saying, I'm not hitchhiking all the way to California. You out of your mind? I would take a car before I would do that. And I mean that with a disclaimer. I'm just saying, you out of your mind? He goes, no, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're missing it. You're missing it. I said, well, what am I missing? Fill me in. You want me to hitchhike? To California? He was dead serious. He said, you're missing it. I said, what am I missing? What am I missing? Would you care to elaborate, sir? Go. Hit me with the gold. Valley Girl with some gold, 1999. Miss Christina, lemon filled donuts for everyone. For sure. Love it. Let's light it up, people. Light it up to your boy. I am here with you. 10 minutes in. Rachel, it definitely is a different vibe. Very beautiful. So Amy, where's Amy at? My girl Amy. Amy shows me nothing but love. And Amy, trust and believe your man J.F.K. got nothing but love for you. But my mindset was like, Sonny from the Bronx. Nobody cares, right, Amy? Because you need some love today, and I totally get that. We all need some love. We all need to be told they love you. And before I go any further, has anybody told you, chat, the chat, they loved you today? Well, JFK loves you. On the behalf of the JFK show, we love you. And we can't do it without you. Amy says, I need some love, JFK, cheer me up. And you know, Amy, that's my goal to do that, especially for someone like yourself. But my point is, if you pick it up what I'm putting down, ladies and gentlemen, is that this man told me, listen, you should hitchhike all the way to California. I said, listen, there's no way I'm jumping on a highway with my thumb out hitchhiking. I'd rather take a car. And when I say take a car, I mean hot box. Disclaimer. But obviously I didn't want to do that. But my point was, I'd rather break the law before I would do something like that. Are you crazy? There's a lot of weirdos out there. And he said, no. You are missing it. You're missing it. I said, go ahead and break it down, man. He told me. You want to know what he told me? He said, you're missing it. Do you want to know what he told me? But I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to steal no car, but I'm saying the comparison, whether to hitchhike all the way to California, I would rather steal a car and do something like that, because to me, hitchhiking was a self-destructive act. And I wasn't trying to do that. People, you crazy? These people are crazy. But you know what he told me? He said, you're missing it. You know, my mindset was, like Sonny from the Bronx. Patricia White says, good morning. I'm having my 3-month cancer follow-up scan. I'm so glad you're on, JFK. Keep my mind off the worry. And you, Patricia, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry, girl. I totally understand. I'm in the process of doing some things myself. And I'm scared too. You're all scared. Patricia, you ain't got to worry. God got you. It's going to be what it's going to be, girl. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Peace signs up for Patricia. Patricia's going to be okay. Lord. Patricia White is going to be fine. Patricia White, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be A-okay. There's something that you got to get out the way, girl. You're going to be fine. God got your back. Today's a beautiful day. A beautiful day. beautiful day. Beautiful. You, Patricia. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. He says, "Oh my God, thank you so much, J.F.K. You helped me so much. Praying for you, J.F.K. Thank you." Today's a beautiful day, Jeff. We're here for it. You know what he told me? The man, the guy who told me to hitchhike to California, he said, "You're missing it." I said, "Well, what am I missing?" He said, "You watched The Bronx Tale way too many times, brother. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Is that what you're saying?" That's what I'm saying, man. Nobody gives a shit. I gotta find my way out there myself. I gotta figure it out for myself. I might have to break the law myself. I gotta get this plane ticket myself. He said, "Hitchhike." I said, "For what? You crazy?" He said, "Because people, there's good people out there. There's good people out there, my dude. And they'll help you. People will pick you up and drive you where you need to go. Put food on your table and help you. There is good people out there. Would you believe it?" You're missing it. You are missing it. There is good people out there. I know all you see is bad, and I get that. Or you could take a bus, Donnie. Well, you're on the tour bus, Donnie. You're a Wahlberg. You got access to the tour bus. But the point is, I was missing it. Because where I'm from, where a lot of us are from, and seen, people like to keep dirty air between people. They like to push narratives, twist the story, clean dirt with dirt, and then things get muddied up. People like to clean dirt with dirt. Then here comes the mud. Isn't it funny how that works? Good morning. We need to get you green. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead right now and give some super chat. Go ahead and give some memberships. Go ahead and give some membership.
Static Selector.
Yeah! We all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our his.
What up, Pags? Becky coming through with one J.F.K. membership. Donnie, 1 JFK membership. Special K, what up? I'm feeling the vibe right now, deeply. And the only things in life that really matter are family, health, and the love for people. I mean, you ain't wrong. Special K. You have a chance to wake up. You always get a second chance to make a first impression. What the Duck coming through with 1 JFK membership. Thank you so much, What the Duck. Appreciate you. You always get a second chance to make a first impression. Every day you wake up. J Bro with 5 JFK memberships. What up, bro? Appreciate you. Maria gifted 1 JFK membership. Isabel 1 JFK membership. Well, she's been a member for 1 month. Thank you so much. But do you really? Well, do you really have a second chance to make a first impression? Yes, you can correct your wrongs. You can make amends. If you did something wrong, you could step up and stand on it and say, I did something wrong. What up, Pags? My girl. Aries season is creeping upon us. That one girl, Melly, what up? JFK, what up, girl? Yes, I believe that. Now, if you're always on scumbag time, which a lot of these people are, a lot of these people are on scumbag time. And it's nothing worse to be on shitbag status. Shitbag status is a status that once you're known as a shitbag, a piece of shit, shitbag status. That's what we like to call that. The hood boogers like to call that. People suck. They're on shitbag status. I've been so incredibly disappointed in people lately. I needed to reassess how I went to spend my time and what energy I want to come into my life. That's right, Donnie. That's right, Donnie. And Amy, there's good people out there, and we love you, Amy. Amy's always here. Amy's going through something. Amy, we got nothing but love. Donnie, we got nothing but love. But that's okay, Donnie, because let me tell you something. That's the growth. When you could just not take somebody's inventory and just sit back and say, hey, they have a right to feel that way. Maybe it's something I did to them in the past. Maybe they can't get over it. I don't know why they have these thoughts in their head. But you know what? I'm not going to take their inventory and I'm not going to go into a back and forth with them and try to figure it out. I'm going to tell that person, a friend, I'm going to say, listen, we're either friends, right? And we could get over this, and we don't have to go down this road to talk about it again, just back and forth. We can either put it to the side and move forward, or no space, no time, nothing but love, but I can't involve you in my life because I don't want to be a burden to you. Because if I come around you and I'm making you feel a certain way, and you feel uncomfortable around me, or vice versa, I feel uncomfortable around you, maybe we should just do this. I'm looking for solutions. I can make amends. Maybe it's something that I said. Maybe I said you're eating too many honey buns. Maybe my way of trying to build you up was actually breaking you down. And I'm sorry. And believe me, I've been guilty of that many times in my life. Because I come from the school where people punch you in the shoulder, punch you in the leg, wrestle on the ground, to toughen you up, throw a football off your face. It was wrong. But I'll tell you this much. When I was walking home from school and there was the 5 kids at the bus stop and I knew they was up to no good, and I was walking up the street with my little triple fat goose and my little starter hat, I knew that I was a target. They don't know me, I don't know them, but they probably might want to take my hat. They might want my jacket. Little old me in the city. Would you believe it? And I might get jumped. But I got that football off my face. I got that punch in my leg. I got roughed up a little bit. So you know what? I'm walking past these dudes. Now I'll try to walk across the street. I'll try to avoid them if I can, but if they're standing where I need to go, if they're gonna be where I'm at and I can't avoid them and I have to be where they are and I gotta take a bus with them, a train with them, if this is an everyday thing and I'm going home from school and they're on the back of the bus and the front of the bus, they're at the bus stop, they're at the sub shop, I'm wearing my triple fat goose. I'm wearing my hat. And you know what? A couple of times I got my hat taken. A couple of times I got beat up and jumped in the late 80s, early 90s. Oh yeah. Probably 87 to 93. It was that type of issues going on where I was from in the area of Boston. The orange line, the blue line, the red line, the green line, the buses, the city, the culture of hip-hop, the sneakers, the triple fat gooses, the leathers, the 8-ball jackets, the gold. Gold was so easy to get. I mean, come on, what are we talking about? Everybody had gold back then. And they would try to take your gold. And that's not to try to have this like story of like, oh wow, my life was so rough, I came up so tough. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that's just the way it was. Was it tough? Yes. Is that a pity party? No. But it made you stronger. So I came up in the era where it was like, listen, man, you coming to the gym today? Yeah, I'm coming. All right, and if you don't show up, when we see you on the stoop and on the porch, we're going to say, hey, man, you flaked on us. You flaked. Why didn't you come to the gym, you weak motherfucker? You sitting here smoking cigarettes, eating honey buns. It's almost March, bro. We got to hit the gym. We're about to hit Revere Beats this summer, man. We want to put the beaters on. Want to get a tan. We want to be pumped up, man. What are you doing? But then I realized, not everybody wants to be talked to like that. Not everybody can take that type of talk. And now it became a me problem. Because I was talked to like that. Because I once probably flaked on the gym to a couple of people. And that's the way they treated me. So that's just something that I learned. But then I learned that some people are going through some real shit. And as I got older, more mature, I said, hey, man, you can do whatever you want to do. You don't want to come to the gym? You want to eat honey buns? You want to smoke cigarettes? You want to eat chocolate chip cookies? You want to do drugs? I wouldn't recommend it, Playboy. No. But you know what? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But you gotta respect that I'm not into that. We can still be cool, we can still be friends, but you gotta respect that I'm not into that. So when you light up that cigarette, just do me a favor, man, don't blow that smoke in my face, man. When you're rolling up that weed, or when you're smelling like all that weed, that's just not the shit that I'm really into. So do me a favor, take your own inventory. But if you can't, and you can't respect the way I move, and I can't respect the way you move, maybe we should move apart. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm no better than you. My way might not be the way, but my way works for me. Your way might work for you. And I appreciate that, and I respect that. And it took a long time to understand that. And that is to grow. And I'm not trying to preach. This is just first grade. Pay attention. Pay attention. First grade. The very first thing they say to you is pay attention. You don't need to know anything. You don't need to know multiplication. You don't even need to know how to read that good. All you need to know is to pay attention. Just pay attention. And if you pay attention,
Like my stomach.
if you pay attention, you'll get through this. Right? But it takes a while. It takes a while, especially if you're from a neighborhood where you're hung with a bunch of different personalities. And I hung with so many people with so many different personalities. I hung with guys that if you told them, don't go across the street and beat that kid up. Don't do it. You're gonna get arrested. Don't go do that crime. They would turn around, come into your face, and want to fight you. What do you mean, kid? What do you mean, dude? What do you think, you're better than me? Why are you telling me what to do? You want to take a walk, kid? Why are you stepping on my neck? And imagine sitting, hanging out, and you got a firecracker like that. Then you got one of your other friends who's softer than baby shit. And that's okay. He's always in his feelings. And you got all these different personalities. And you're taking in all this stuff. And in the meantime, you're trying to grow. And that, it never works that way, right? You're never gonna grow when people are not on that path, right? So you gotta step away. It's not because you're better. It's not because you're better, man. But you do it in a way where the things that you used to have in common, you don't have in common no more. Everybody's smoking weed. You don't smoke weed. Everybody's going to the bar. You stop drinking. And little by little, by doing these things, people start fading away. You lock into your goals, your dreams. You start going on trips. You start writing more, or whatever your dream might be. Start working more, get in a union, work more hours, get a girl. Can always get you out of some type of trouble. Can get you in trouble, but a girlie, lock in with a girl, have a relationship. See what that's like. Maybe have a kid, have a family. This is how life works, right? And little by little, you don't have things in common with these people no more. Now you don't even have to say it. Now you don't even have to say it because they see it. And if they don't see it, and you have to say it, oh man, let me repeat that. If they don't see your growth, and they have to say it, and they say it to you like, hey man, what are you doing tonight? Let's do this, let's do that. And you got to explain to them what you got going on. You got to explain how much you leveled up, explain how much you soul searched. You need to get the fuck away from them people, man. Peace out, Ed O'Brien. Good luck on that eye appointment, Big Ed. And that's how they catch you up. You're sitting here doing all these things. And that's what's funny about social media, right? people will watch you on social media. Like literally watch you on social media. See you with your family. See you taking trips. See you going to church. See you in the gym. Read some of your posts and get an idea exactly how you're living. Especially if you went ahead and got a family. And they're watching your kids. They look at your kids. They seen your kids. You put your kids up. Picture with your little baby, your daughter, your son. And they never leave a comment. They never left a comment. And these people seen that. They seen your level up. They seen that you're doing great. You're doing great. You're okay. Then you go to the breakfast spot. You know that breakfast spot? The one that you might be heading to right now at 11:27 a.m. You didn't eat yet. You had 2 cups of coffee. Now it's time to get something up in you. What are we having? We having some eggs. We having some pancakes, French toast.
Like my stomach was growling, and tomorrow
Your stomach's growling. I get it. You're hungry. And you go inside this breakfast place, the local breakfast place, where you always run into somebody. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in so long. But you know, you've been on the internet. You know, you put some pictures up and you've seen them suggested friends. You know how they do the suggested friends, and you've seen that person pop up on your suggested friends. So you can only assume that they seen you. And let's keep it real. When you see them suggested friends, sometimes you click on. Haven't seen them in a while. You click on a couple of pictures, see how they look now, see how they're living, and you give them a little salute. Good for them. I'm sure they do the same thing. But these people will look right in your face. Click on a picture and seen all your kids, seen your whole family, seen what you was wearing, seen your family portrait, know exactly what it looks like, know exactly what your baby mother looks like, or what your baby daddy looks like, or your children's mother, children's father looks like, know what your kids look like, even know the fucking color of your kids' eyes. And they'll look at you in the breakfast spot. You guys hungry? What are we eating?
We're working too. Yeah. I mean, my man had to run across 3 lanes. We're working.
We're working too. And they'll look right at you. Say, hey, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in ages. I just been doing my thing. I just had a new baby, or I just got married, or, you know, my kids. I just been working. Really? Wow. No shit. Really? Wow. Hey, you want to see my kids? You want to see them? Yeah, let me see them. Wow, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. I just seen them last night, but I'm not going to tell you that.
Like my stomach was growling, and tomorrow came. Like I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. I don't like you. I don't have to like you.
I don't have to like you. I was hungry by myself. And tomorrow came. And those are the people, right? When you're in the growth and you leveled up and people fail to acknowledge you, whether it's something in a situation like that, or whether it's just one of your friends who's on your Facebook or knows you or knows people around you, and they ask what you've been up to. But they know damn well what you've been up to, but they ask that stupid question and they want to hear it from you. And they're looking at you in the face and they want to hear it from you. You don't tell them shit. You don't tell them nothing. I've been all right. I've been doing my thing. I'm happy that you asked. What's going on with you? Well, I don't really need to get into detail. I already know what type of time that you're on. I could just pick up your energy. I could pick up your frequency. I know what type of time you're on. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Good morning, Artie Ortiz. And let's be clear, just because Artie Ortiz lied to us. Artie Ortiz, good morning. Just because Artie Ortiz lied, or his story's just not straight, because I don't even know what to make heads and tails about Artie Ortiz anymore. But that does not mean Artie Ortiz did anything to Janet Downing to jump off that. The people that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know, you can check out the playlist. Summer of 1995 in my playlist, and that will catch you all the way up. But Artie Ortiz was there the night of July 23rd of 1995. He was there. He knows what the feelings was. He's family with Janet. And I want to just say to everybody, we do not know if Artie Ortiz had anything to do with this. There's inconsistencies in Artie's story as of right now, but there's a lot of inconsistencies in Eddie's story too, Ed O'Brien. There's a lot of inconsistencies there too. So I want to give Artie some grace. I don't appreciate that he lied to me, but whatever. Life goes on. But you cannot say that he did this. That would be unfair, and I just want to be clear. Michigan became a YouTube member. What's going on out here in the chat? Let's check. Becky is here. Donnie is here. What the Duck is here. Jay Brilliant is always creeping around. Maria is here. E-Pags is always holding me down. Donnie says, look, listen, I've been so incredibly disappointed in people lately. Wallflower's here. Big Ed O'Brien is here. So ain't Artie Ortiz. Wow. Crazy. Why don't you drop a super chat, Artie? Come on, man. Help your brother out. Gifted 1 J.F.K. membership. Oxy, a moron, $4.99. We are all safe community here, full of positivity. Ignore the slimy, vile content haters and their cults. They need prayers. You ain't lying. $4.99. And a Cook Bush, Michigan girl is here. Rosemary Jarvis, JFK every day, waking up to JFK is a great day. Wow, that means a lot. Thank you so much. My girl Chimmy is here. A Josie Lou Well, hello, stranger. Well, Josie. Touche, Josie. Touche. We need an APB out on Kevy Kev. Kevy Kev right now is probably fixing something. It's all love. Josie Lou, you already know, girl. Nothing but love, girl. I need a pair of them glasses. I got you, Josie. I got you. When a case sits unresolved for nearly 30 years, you expect the evidence to be complicated. What you don't expect is a single civilian, someone who was never charged, excuse me, sorry about that, who was never charged, never officially named a suspect. Josie Lou is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our peace signs up for Josie. Josie Lou, Josie Lou, Josie Lou, Josie Lou, Josie Lou. Come on. Josie Lou, Josie Lou, Josie Lou, Josie Lou. Come on. Peace signs up for Josie Lou. Oh, she got a new account, huh? Is this the real Josie Lou? Nah, I think that is Josie Lou. Nah, I don't see a wrench. You have a wrench. You got no wrench. Nah, damn, Josie. I'm just making sure. You're in day one. Usually, you know. Josie Lou, man, you're messing me all up. Goddamn, Josie Lou. She has 2 accounts. Oh, okay. Okay, it's all love. Just making sure. There's a lot of weirdos out there, Josie. You know that. Aaron Murphy, what up? Norman Corey, my guy. What the Duck is in here too. Thank you, What the Duck, for holding me down. Natalie, making changes. My mom, Josie. Why are you showing up? Yo, keeping it real. He has a podcast called Can We Keep It Real? Go ahead and subscribe to Can Keep It Real podcast. He's been here for the Eddie O'Brien case, and he's speaking on it too. So you have another person that's speaking on it, spreading the news, and this is what he has to say. He says, Artie's shown up in the narrative over and over again, like a shadow that refuses to leave the frame. That's the Artie Ortiz problem.
Hey man, what's up guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Pretty good take right there. Like a shadow that refuses to leave. Can we keep it real? Can we keep it real? But Artie does, instead of distancing himself for a decade-old murder case, he behaves like someone who feels personally threatened by the conversation. You ain't lying, brother. We got some turbulence in the chat. Holy shit. We got some turbulence. We got some turbulence.
I'm steady trying to find the motive. Why do what I do? The freedom ain't getting no closer. No matter how far I go, my car is stolen. No registration. Cops patrolling. And now they done stop me and I get locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No. They won't let me out. Heading uptown to Rio. Back with a couple peeps. The corner blocks on fire. Undercovers dressed as fiends. Making so much money. Products moving fast.
J. Brew, are you all caught up, Artie? Yes.
As I sold the last bag, fucked around and
Come on.
got locked up.
They won't let me out. Come on. Good morning, people.
Locked up. They won't let me out. No.
Yes.
They won't let me out. I got locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out.
Whenever the Eddie O'Brien case resurfaces, whether on JFK Show Off, in Facebook groups, or in a local conversation, Artie appears. Am I lying? No. Artie, you're going to fuck around and get yourself locked up.
They won't let me out. No. They won't let me out. 'Cause visitation no longer comes by. Seems like they forgot about me. Commissary is getting empty. The cellmates eating food without me. Can't wait to get out and move forward with my life.
Come on.
Got a family that loves me and
If you want to see Eddie O'Brien get out of jail and you want him to be with his family, go ahead and put your peace signs up for Eddie O'Brien. Peace signs up for Eddie O'Brien if you want to see him with his family and living his life. Let's go.
He wants me to do right, but instead I'm here locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let go. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No. They won't let my nigga. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Oh, they won't let me. Baby, I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No. They won't let me. Pay me a visit. They won't let me. Send me some magazines. They won't let me. Send me some money. Oh, they won't let me. Pay me a visit, baby.
Artie doesn't want to see that, and rightfully so. You know, if Artie believes, see, here's the problem. People that don't know, Artie Ortiz. You know, this is what they had to say about Artie Ortiz back when he was actually named a third-party culprit. The DA had a reaction to that, right, Artie? And the DA, he did not believe for a minute Artie had anything to do with this.
Yeah. Now, Eddie O'Brien's alleged crime was so brutal that it prompted a change in Massachusetts law to require that all juveniles charged with first or second degree murder be tried as adults. Yeah.
Now you can hear the person in the background. Did we hear from Artie? So what you're seeing right here, you're seeing this is the October 1st of 1997. This is a trial that was on Court TV very early. This is probably one of the first trials ever to be on Court TV following the OJ trial. So this was fairly new. So what you're seeing here is Riley. You're seeing the family, the woman sitting down with the girl at the time. She's a woman now, obviously. This is 31, almost 31 years ago. That's Carrie Ann. That's her oldest daughter. That would be on Riley's right? And on his left would be Erin, Janet Downing's other daughter. And I think that is Paul. I don't think that's Ryan. There's twins. You let me know, Artie, if you're in the chat. And that's Riley. And they're talking about Artie, the third man party, who they didn't really, they had him on the defense list to call, and they didn't call him. He was there to be called, but there was a couple of issues that happened when it came to the presence of mind of Janet Downing, because the day Janet Downing, R.I.P., of course, Janet Downing was murdered, July 23rd of 1995, she actually went across the street and sat down and had coffee with a woman named Gina Reckley, who has two daughters, one named Danny. Uh, we actually talked to Danny. All the episodes, if you're looking for the episodes, I repeat, and any of my mods right now, can you please put up the playlist, the Eddie O'Brien playlist? We talked to all these people. We interviewed all these people, all the witnesses that were there. We interviewed. So we talked to Danny. Artie Ortiz that night actually was with Danny and her older sister, Gina Reckley. She was Mahoney. What's that? Who's Mahoney? Oh, with that. Oh, I said my bad. I said Reckley. I'm sorry. You're right. Gina Mahoney. Virginia Reckley was. Thanks, Artie. Appreciate that. Virginia Reckley was actually one of the neighbors in the one of the people who actually lived in the house. Excuse me, that lived in the same 71 Boston Street. That house. Um, Gina lived across the street. Kevy Kev said, Artie, you never said nothing about the dog. Oh,
Absolutely not.
so the presence of mind, what they were trying to get when they talked to Gina was what they were trying to do for the angle of the case was what was her presence of mind the day of her murder. And she went across the street, she had coffee, she sat there about 5 or 6 hours, and she told allegedly, she told Gina that Artie was a creep and she kicked Artie out. And if anything happens to her, investigate, investigate, investigate. One word, 3 times.
Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
Investigate, investigate. Now, keep in mind, she's not the only one that said this. She had other friends that she worked at. She worked at Harvard. She worked at a healthcare center. And she actually told other people that she worked with this, and they corroborated this story that she was definitely thought something was going to happen to her, and someone was following her, and they named Artie Ortiz, the man who appears in this chat that's speaking, which is two ways to look at it. There's one way you could look at it as saying that he's a creep and that he's a liar and that he's got his eye on this case because he did this crime, right? Or the other way you could look at it, instead of looking at it in a conspiracy way, and you got to understand, Artie is saying, I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. You guys are dead wrong. Are you out of your mind? I didn't do nothing to Janet. Are you nuts? Eddie did this shit, you fucking nutcases. Don't believe these people. And not for nothing, Artie's the only one that's speaking on the behalf of Janet. Now, the family don't speak. Now, obviously, by them not speaking, that goes a long way. I mean, meaning that, you know, they think Eddie did this. They went to the parole hearing on October of 2024, and they doubled down, tripled down. I mean, I don't know how many times they said this. They think that Eddie did it. Period. End of the story. They don't think Artie had anything to do. Artie has he had some things written from the family that Artie was never that he never was an issue. There was never an issue between their mother and Artie. And keep in mind, Artie Ortiz was married to Carol, Janet's sister. Now, there's a lot of inconsistencies with Artie Ortiz. Is he a liar? 1,000%. He knows he lied to us. But did he kill Janet Downing? The conspiracy? He possibly could have. In the conspiracy, in the hot take, people are saying, we think he might have done some shit like that. But by the eyes of the law, they got their man, and he's been in jail for the last 30 years, and his name is Ed O'Brien. Never forget that Ed O'Brien got found guilty. This is not Karen Reed out on bail. This case is 30 years old. You're looking at a 52-year-old Riley, DA. You're looking at a young Carrie Ann, a young Paul, a young Aaron, all young people. Some of these people in this picture, I bet you, are not even alive anymore. That's how much time went by. Pretty crazy, right? So this is 1997, the day after Eddie O'Brien. I mean, excuse me, the day of Eddie O'Brien got found guilty. Now, if you look, like I said, this is new to court TV, and you got to make a good narrative. You got to make a good angle. So here's the angle: the sexual obsession murder trial. The altar boy was obsessed with Janet. It was a plan. Problem is, we can get into the details of this case, which is crazy. And your man J.F.K, I'm going to take it slow as I go over this because it's a lot to unpack. But the problem is that if he did this, stabbed this woman 98 times, R.I.P. Janet Downing, he would have done it in 15 minutes. He would have not to leave a single footprint at 6'2", 220 pounds with a size 14. There was an ocean of blood. He had no blood on him. He had a little blood around his shin area. He says he was in the house. Only problem with that is he never told the police he was in the house the day that it happened. He said it about 48 hours later, which makes him look crazy, makes him look like a liar, makes him look like he did it. Right? But the thing is, did he have a chance to say this? Was there a chance? You know, we found out from the Karen Reed case that Karen, when she got upcharged to murder, she actually tried to tell the police a story. And she even said, my lawyer will be present and I will talk to you guys to tell you what happened, what I think happened, as it all's coming back to me. And they shut her down and said, nah, nope, we don't want that. We don't want that statement on paper because we already know what happened. We know you didn't do it. We need this to stick to you. So by you writing a statement in June of 2023, that's not good because now that's going to change the direction of this trial. So they shut her down. They wouldn't let her talk. And we've seen that. And that video is in my video section too. If you guys haven't seen it. Maybe she would have said something about Higgins at that point. We don't know. She did try to talk to him and they shut her down. Now, did the same thing happen with Eddie? I don't know. Did Eddie try to tell the story? And did they just tell him to shut up? And then they make it a big deal out of 48 hours? Because in the big scam of things, 30 years later, what is the difference between him saying that he was present in the house that day, that night, which was, you know, a crazy day, or 2 days later? What was the big difference in the grand scheme of things 30 years later? But they made it a big deal in 1997. Oh, he didn't come out to say it, but keep in mind, he walked down to Midnight Variety after he was in the house. He went in to see, he seen the door open, and he would have had to commit this crime in 15 minutes. So he seen the door open. He thought Ryan came home, one of the twins. There's Ryan and there's Paul. Paul went to Revere Beach with his sister, Jeannie, Eddie O'Brien's sister, and another girl named Michelle. They left. Eddie seen the door open and thought Ryan came back from swimming. And when he walked in, he seen Janet Downing on the dining room floor, full of blood everywhere. He actually did a lie detector test and a truth serum test when he was 15 years old in lockup. Keep in mind, he's an altar boy. Keep in mind, he never, ever been locked up before. He's in a DYS, a high secure DYS. At the time, this DYS it's actually a prison because it's on the Plymouth House of Correction grounds. It's a pretty secure place. In October of 1995, this is what happened.
You didn't hurt Janet Downing?
No.
Did you kill her?
No.
He never accounts.
Downing?
No.
Did you kill her?
No.
He never accounts for the fact that his blood is in that house. He never explains that away in the tape, and he would not have been able to explain that away at trial. And all of this is that Ed O'Brien has been convicted of killing Janet Downing. That's never going to change.
Says who?
Janet Downing?
No.
Did you kill her?
No.
You heard this, DA. Listen to how cocky this dude is. You could get away with this shit in 1997. If he would have said this in 2026, Riley, listen to what he says.
He never accounts for the fact that his blood is in that house.
Well, the CPAC unit took blood from him at the hospital, the state police. And you were there that night, Riley. And 1 week later, after this trial ends, you become the attorney general. You want to change the juvenile law, right? They all get tried as an adult. You and Governor Weld had this political pull. You actually ran for governor, too. This was perfect for you. 52 years old. This is your big break. This is it, bro. This is it. It's all or nothing. This is what you needed. He could never account for the blood in the house. Yeah. If you put blood in the fucking house, that CPAC unit, 30 years later, we found a thing or two about them people. The same CPAC unit that beat the shit out of Enrique. I always say his name wrong. Sorry. The same state police, the same state troopers who drive down Soldier Field Road and pull people over. They pull people over and they say, listen, you want to get out of a ticket? Hey, you want to get out of a ticket? Let's go over to this parking lot. Them state police, it really blows to be a Massachusetts state trooper. Sucks. Them same people, you were very confident in saying that he could never account for the blood that was in the house.
Is in that house for the fact that his blood.
No.
He never accounts for the fact that his blood is in that house.
Okay.
He never explains that away in the tape.
He never explains that way in the tape. He never explains that way in the tape with the truth serum in the tape. But here's a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a fun fact. Riley and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts paid for the truth serum. They paid for the truth serum. They paid for the lie detector test. And if he would have came back, if it would have came back opposite of what you just heard, and he said, I did it, they would have used it against him. As soon as it came back, he said what he said, and the test came back on Eddie's side. They pulled the plug.
Story goes. Baby, now I got the flow. Cause I know it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'd win. Your love of mine. All those times I said that I love you. Your love of mine. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. Your love.
Miss 808, what up? Miss 808, what up, girl? I see you. Where you at? Miss 808, come on. Nosy. Turn of the Mac. Let's take it to 95. The year was 1995. We're in 1995. Let's go. Have a good day, J.F.K. I'm out. Peace out, Artie. Take it easy, brother. Why don't you give us a call? Artie, why don't you give us a call? Why don't you talk? Just have a conversation. Go ahead and give us a call now. You want the phone number, Artie? You want to call? I can send you a link. Come on up, Artie. Let's talk. Let's talk. But this is what he said.
A terrible injustice has been done by even bringing a man who was totally innocent into this case.
A man that was totally innocent and injected himself into the case. He is talking about no other than the man that wants to leave and says, peace out. He's talking about Artie Ortiz.
His name into this case. A terrible injustice has been done by even bringing a man who was totally innocent into this case and injecting his name into this case. That's wrong. That's fundamentally wrong and extremely unfair to him. There's absolutely no indication, no item of evidence, anything that would point in that direction. So
there's no item of evidence to point in that direction. Well, underneath her 2 fingernails, there's other people's DNA. And take a listen to this. On the butt of the knife, there's other people's DNA. And when asking this expert about the DNA on the knife, the butt of the knife, not the knife itself, just the butt of the knife, this is what she says.
Number 12 right here. That's not present in either Janet Downing nor Edward O'Brien, is it?
That's right.
What does that mean?
Well,
what does that mean? She's like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? Robert George is like, well, what does that mean? On the butt of the knife, the DNA does not match Eddie O'Brien on the butt of the knife or Janet Downing.
That's not present in either Janet Downing nor Edward O'Brien, is it?
That DNA on the butt of the knife that's found in the house, it does not match Eddie O'Brien or Janet Downing. And she says, what do you mean? Listen to this.
that's right.
What does that mean?
Well, what do you mean? What does that?
What do you think? We mean 30 years later. 30 years later, you never thought you were going to be on a YouTube stream getting hit with this.
You are a clown! A clown! You are...
Well, let's hear what she says.
I mean it.
Well, it came from somewhere else, didn't it?
That's
right. That's right.
right.
Okay.
Yes.
That's right. Yes. That's right. Yes. It came from somebody else. That's right. Yes. We're in the year of 1995. I got my Cal Kanai on. We're in the year of 1995. I mean, I'm going all the way back. It's the return of the Mac.
From the start, baby, when you broke my heart, that I had 'Cause what you did, you know was wrong. And all the nasty things you done. So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. You lied to me. She said she'd never turn on me. You lied to me. But you did. You lied to me. All this pain you said I'd never feel. You lied to me. But I do. Return after me. Return after me. Hold on. Return after me. Don't you know? Return after me. Here I go. Return after me. A little girl. Return after me. What's my pearl? Return after me. Up and down. Return after me. Round and round.
Come on, y'all. How we doing out there? Yes. Here we go. Stop lying.
You lied to me. She said
Lie to
she'd
me.
never turn on me. You lied to me. But you did.
Artie, you never said nothing about the dog, Artie.
All this pain you said I'd never feel. You lied to me. But I do. Return after me. Return after me. Come on.
There she is, Miss 808. Nice. You know, we got Michelle Corey, Norman Corey's sister. She's actually on a flight right now. And this is what's so cool about the internet. She's actually 39,000 feet. And she's actually streaming J.F.K. 39,000 feet in the air. Michelle Corey, safe travels. I see that you got an aisle seat. Everything's cool. I hope that you're listening, paying attention, and we are giving you some comfort on your flight. Safe travels. God bless you. Michelle Corey, ladies and gentlemen. 39,000 up in the air. And currently we're at 39,000 feet too. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? You gotta love it. 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 Well, she's here. Hey, J.F.K, I'm here. Thank you, sir. Wow. And she's leaving comments. Holy shit. On a plane. Yippee. You gotta love that shit, man. I love that shit. I'm like a little kid seeing that shit. Goddamn. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Pretty cool shit, man. And whatever you're doing today, it is currently 12 p.m. Hope you had your breakfast. And if you're going to get some lunch and you didn't do breakfast today, what are you having for lunch? What's on the menu today? Because today on this menu, we're talking Eddie O'Brien. We're talking Kelsey Fitzsimmons. We're going to get into that. We always talk about our boy Jigga, R.I.P. We're talking about Karen Reed Higgins. Higgins, you out there? You all caught up? There's actually a GoFundMe for a character named Alex. Some of you guys don't know. Probably confused about that story. It happened so fast and unwrapped so fast. There's been a lot of dirt put on this story. A lot of narratives being switched up. In the end, a man said his truth. A man went to the law. A man has an open investigation for something that happened to him when he was a young kid. This man actually, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let my guy
What up, what up?
What's going on, buddy? I'll let my guy
Just working. I forget.
I'll I'll let you tell the people, what has Alex been up to? And you could tell him what he been up to and what's been going on and what has us
Well, Alex has been dealing with the police. Alex has been dealing with all the harassment. Alex has been dealing with polygraph tests. Alex has been dealing with his kids, doing what he got to do to keep going, trying not to let it get him down. Just trying to push it, keep pushing it. He's doing everything he has to do to try to prove that he's not lying.
That's pretty righteous. And you guys got to understand something. Alex did the polygraph test. Working on it right now. Or should I say working on the polygraph test? And
We should have the results any day. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
There's actually a GoFundMe for Alex. If you guys want to donate to the GoFundMe, one of my mods can drop that in the chat. Go ahead and do that if you feel like you want to. He actually has a Venmo. He actually has a Cash App. You want to say anything to Artie? You see him popping up in the chat.
Artie, come up. Give us a call, bro. Talk to us. We still got some questions for you, bro. You always in the chat. You always want to say something. Why don't we have a conversation? You seem like you got a lot to say on the chat, but when we call you up, you don't want to come up.
Go ahead right now and drop something to the GoFundMe to Alex if you guys believe Alex. If you believe the story, it unraveled the way it unraveled. I think people just leaving this huge narrative out. And these petty streams, they're so petty.
So petty.
And you know, I was told last night about something that I posted. The dude who fell down and busted his ass. I guess I'll save that for a late night stream.
That was funny.
Yeah, I'll save that for a late night stream. I won't pollute the airways with his fuggery.
Yeah.
What's one thing life taught you? If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man. So how's your day going, brother?
It's going, just grinding, working. My tow truck.
Yeah.
Figured I'd jump on for a few while I have a couple-minute ride to drop off these cars, see how everyone is, see how you're doing. I love rocking out with the best, bro.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate that. Just hanging out, man. Been
Yes,
rocking out
sir.
for an hour. Rocking out for an hour and a half. And remember, people, if you got it and you want it all green in the chat, go ahead and give some membership.
Static Selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history, homie. We all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history, homie.
Thank you, Becky. Remember, turbulence in the chat keeps the plane rocking. Now, when you see this woman right here,
Another person's blood, didn't it?
It may have come from another. What do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, it came from somewhere else, didn't it?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
That number 12 came from another person's blood, didn't it?
It may have come from another person's blood. That's correct.
Political career was on the line, and that's all he cared about. And
this story never changed. Gifted 5 JFK memberships. What the duck? Thank you so much. What the duck? When that woman said it could have came from somewhere else, why? Like, that's pretty crazy on the butt of the knife. So you would have to believe that Eddie O'Brien ran out all in 15 minutes. He ran out the house with the murder weapon and hid where could he possibly hide that murder weapon from 71 Boston to Midnight Variety without them ever finding it?
Probably the same place he hid his clothes and his shoes and everything else. That he never did, so it don't make no sense. The only thing I can think of is the obvious. Someone else did it. I don't know who. I'm not for sure, but that's what it seems like to me.
Then he went to the Burger King to wash up. After we went there, he said he went inside Burger King. And the CPAC unit actually went in Burger King, but guess what? They didn't find nothing in Burger King. So if he was just in a pool, if he was in a pool of blood, an ocean of blood, how didn't they find any drops of blood in Burger King? Gifted 5 JFK memberships. Thank you so much. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to jump off the subject, but now that I'm here, Chimmy last night was on Calling All Beings. Chimmy last night was on Calling All Beings with Lena. Lena and Chimmy. Would you believe it? What a pair. Go ahead and go watch that right now. Chimmy, we unlocked a new character, Chimmy. Chimmy used to actually be like this. This was Chimmy. Chimmy's be like, hey, JFK, it's me. It's Chimmy. I'm behind this is me. I'm Chimmy. Hi. And then one day she went, it's me. Right, Chimmy? Now Chimmy is unlocked. We unlocked Chimmy. We got Chimmy's face. We have Chimmy. Chimmy is here. And that's a beautiful thing. I love it because she brings a lot to the table. She
definitely does.
She brings a lot to the table. Miss 808 is here. I probably said her name about 5 times. Miss 808 is an assassin. She'll go in the chats like this.
She's not giving a F.
She don't care. But yeah.
It's 808's awesome.
Yeah, 808's awesome. Original case against Eddie O'Brien was already shaky, but Artie's inconsistencies make it worse. Can we keep it real is here today. He has a lot to say. Listen, man, that's what it's all about. Everybody joining in and talking about it. Because, it just doesn't make any sense. But there's inconsistencies with Eddie's story too. It's that the being jump pot, man. Still, how many people in the chat? Put your ones up if you believe he got jumped. Put your ones up if you believe he got jumped. Eddie got jumped. Or put your twos up if you believe that that's a fabricated story. Because that's always my thing. But that Rule 30 motion, like what Dad says, it's going to be a lot of things uncovered, which is pretty cool to see. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Eddie was a professional gangster at 15 years old. If you believe the state's version, what a bunch of BS.
Eddie was a professional gangster at 15 years old? Is that what that just said?
Yeah, Margot Nash put up a 1. We got Margot in here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Margot in the chat. The one and only Margot Nash. Margot is in the chat. What up, Margot? How you doing?
You're rocking with the best.
What's up, Margot? She's over there writing her book. She's adding on to her book.
No, I think he meant like he's a gangster. If you believe the Commonwealth story, you would have to believe he was a gangster at 15. I don't think he said that. I think that's what he meant. I mean, everybody believes
he's an altar boy, not a gangster.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people believe the story. And listen, this makes it more interesting when I speak on it because it doesn't matter what I believe, right? What matters is what's underneath Janet's fingernails. That is how he got stabbed or whatever, at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know how it happened. It possibly 100% could have happened, him getting jumped. It could have happened when he was in the house. I don't know. All I know is that there's DNA underneath Janet's fingernails that does not match Eddie O'Brien, and there's also 3 DNA profiles, right, that they never ran, that's in the notes, right, that they never even ran. Is that what happened in the notes?
2 other ones. Eddie's and then 2 other ones.
And he wrote that in his notes, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
The notes as he's putting this case together, because people got to understand that when you're a DA or even a lawyer, it is theater. You know, you're on the stage. There's a defendant. There's the prosecution. There's a jury. It's all a presentation. How you're gonna flip it. How you're gonna go about it. It's an energy. Things could turn. It's no different than a live stream. You got to react. You know the way it goes, whatever the current pushes you. It's like a different energy. And he wrote notes down, things that he didn't want to run to harm his case. He wasn't looking for the truth. He was looking to beat the system, play the system, manipulate the system, to get a political gain, to be that guy. Look, I got a predator off the street. Now we're changing juvenile law. They're going to be tried as an adult. Oh, by the way, I'm the man for the job. Let me be the attorney general. Let me become the governor. Let me be that guy. 52 years of age, his whole life, Riley was trying to, finally make it in that field. And he got this case right in front of him. He knew that he couldn't push the narrative from the inner city about super predators, because then he'll get pushback saying you're targeting the inner city, the black kids, the Puerto Rican kids, Dominicans, the poor kids, white kids included, just the poor areas. And you're saying they're super predators and you just want to lock them up if they're repeat offenders as juveniles. So what does he say? Hey, we're not just going after the poor kids. We're not just going after them. We're going after predators like this guy who has a good family, that was an altar boy, that does crimes. And if you happen to fall into that pocket, you too will be tried as an adult. So he had something on his hands where he could get that law changed, and he did. And now people like Eddie in these communities weren't really the target. It was the inner cities. It was a way to manipulate the system, to catch juveniles up and lock kids up at a young age and give them life in prison. Because at that time, a juvenile, if they were tried as a juvenile, they could only do about 30 years in prison, and they would have to come home. There was an out date, an EOS, end of sentence, EOS. He was making it to where there was no EOS, and now here is Eddie O'Brien. Now the law got changed later down the line. They did studies that anybody under the age of 19 years old, all the way up into, I think it's 19 in Mass. It was 18 when Eddie got a switch. Now it's 19, that the brain is not developed yet. And if they did a crime that was crazy, they're eligible for parole within 15 years. It went back to the way it used to be. Now, people say, how could Eddie O'Brien do it? He was only 15 years old. But I point to the case in Danvers where you had Chisholm, who did that to the teacher, just randomly threw her in a bathroom, raped her, cut her up, put her in a barrel, and actually just started walking down the highway in Topsfield. Went to DYS and beat the living shit out of, part of my language, beat a woman up very bad. And he was 14. Now, obviously, he had mental health issues. Eddie, as far as we know, his family, there was never any issues with him. He wasn't that type of kid. This kid did have issues, but he was 14. So to say that a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old couldn't do something like this, I would say check the Chisholm case. And of course, the lovely Patricia O'Brien is here. What do you got to say, Patricia?
That stand and rip my the evil little man of Mr. Riley get on.
Testify.
My son apart. The evil little man of the evil little man. The evil little man. The evil little man of Mr. Riley get on.
What up, Trisha? Eddie passed a cycle. Passed a cycle evil though. What? I don't know what that means.
Psyche eval.
Oh,
Did he pass
okay,
a
my
psyche eval?
Did he or he did? I think he did. I think he passed it.
I think he did too.
Trisha's in the chat. Go ahead and ask her. He'll tell you everything you need to know. I think he did. I think we asked that question.
You know,
but I'm just saying these are the things that are stacked against them, and we got to make it interesting on the show. We gotta talk from all viewpoints. I think it makes it more interesting, and to line everything up and say, okay, well, yeah, that's a good point, but this is a good point. And in the end, what do we come up with? We still come up with is DNA underneath Janet's fingernails. What does that mean? Oh, whoa. He passed 3.
And rip my son.
When they're lying to death.
Why
but
did you
Mr. Pino gets on the set. You had Stanford and you had Bro, give me a break. This is a joke. Mr. Riley should be ashamed of himself. 10 minutes he killed her. Our son, 15 years old. I mean, 10 hours of her life was spent on the porch with Gina. Our son, 15 years old. 10 hours of her life was spent on the porch with Gina. Our son, 15 years old. I mean, give me a
blood drops were going down the hill.
That man sleeps at night. I'll tell you.
Her son was in the house when she went down.
Well, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, it came from somewhere else, didn't it?
That's right.
I was telling me.
These cops lied on the stand. It was proven they lied on the stand. From another person's blood, didn't it?
It may have come from another person's blood. That's correct.
Stand and says they were lying. But what does that mean? 2 police officers get up there and lie on the stand. They gave a black eye to every good policeman in this state. And they should be ashamed of themselves to put a 15-year-old kid away for life. But it's not over. We got the appeal, and I'm telling you right now, I will die. 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 Before my son spends any more time in jail than he has to have.
Norman Corey says, I think Eddie's story about getting jumped is more possible than Artie's key ending up in a backyard by mimosas. Cops wouldn't let him in the yard. For Key to be in yard, Artie was in the backyard before the cops showed up. Facts. I'd have to agree with you there, my brother. You got $1.99 for Gerald coming through. Just chilling in New Hampshire, gifted 5 J.F.K. memberships, and we got $20. Go ahead and light it up, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and light it up. Light it up. Osmosis? Is that how you say it? If there's a murder case and the man that convicted family is outside yelling, "I did it," I'm going to stay as far away as I can from this case. Artie, you're like an umbrella, my guy. If there's a murder case and the man that convicted family is outside yelling, "I did it," I'm going to stay as far away as I can. Artie, you're like an umbrella, my guy. Free Eddie, Jimmy says. Free Eddie. For sure. For sure. Good afternoon. What up, Denise? You know, there's another big problem with a cat. Marco. Polo in the bag. Marco, you out there, buddy?
You all caught up, Marco?
Marco, let's hear what you had to say.
I said, Ed, why were you in the bushes last night? And he said, I wasn't in the bushes. And I said, I seen you in the bushes. And he said, I wasn't in the bushes, so I just left it at that.
Marco Abreu, Eddie O'Brien's old friend. Today, the star witness.
The star witness. Let's talk about the star witness. The star witness. Marco, you're a superstar. You don't even know it. 30 years later, you got your star power back. Would you believe it?
I still find it funny how Riley was like a president of the Boys and the Girls Club, and coincidence that Marco's a CEO of the Boys Club.
Marco, keep in mind, Marco knocked on the door at 9:30. Keep in mind, John Roberts was the neighbor of Eddie O'Brien. We talked to him. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, please, my mods, whether Norman or What the Duck, Josie. Josie's on a vacation. I don't think she's on mod duty. But can you guys please put the link up to the Eddie O'Brien playlist? We actually talked to John Roberts. It's one of the parts. There's 38 parts. I think it's in the first 10. And John Roberts told us 30 years later that he had a 2-year-old son at the time. And Eddie had a 2-year-old. So these two 2-year-olds are playing. The sun just went down July 23rd of 1995. Let me paint the picture. It's hot outside. The sun just goes down. John Roberts looks like one of those guys who does this. Ever see one of them guys that do this? He looks at his watch. Yep. That's John Roberts. And he looked down at his watch and he remembers seeing 8:45. And when you go look at the interview, tell me he ain't credible. J.F.K, J. Bro, Kevy Kev interviewed John Roberts 30 years later.
And he remembers because it was just getting dark out. In the summer, it just gets dark out around that time.
And he had a 2-year-old. And he's looking like, man, I got to put this kid to bed. Everybody knows when you got a little baby, you got to get him to bed between 8 and 9 o'clock. Maybe even earlier. If you're lucky, you can get him to bed at 7. If you're one of those people, feeding your baby grapes and berries and shit, if you're one of them organic parents, I get it. You get him to bed at 7. Life is good. And then you do yoga. You stand on your head. Are you one of those people? Well, I'm not. Congratulations. Goddamn.
God damn.
And you got to respect the people who are standing on their head, because that shit is not easy. Respect to all my Yogi Bears out there. That shit is not easy. And I probably should start doing yoga, because it's one way to keep yourself alive. And that's for sure. Nah, hell yeah. Yoga's great, man. Especially hot yoga in the sauna. I know all about it. I did yoga classes. I've been stretched out. And I appreciate it, you know? I definitely do. For sure. It's definitely, there's levels to this shit. For sure. For sure.
That yoga's no joke.
No joke. Oh yeah, them burpees are good, man. I mean, although, you know, people, I get hit up that the burpees were suspect. I think the burpees are pretty good. I thought the form was all right. I mean, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not the most nimblest guy, but they're not easy. But I'll tell you this, we can always get better with our form in life, period. So with that being said, let me try to form and paint the picture of July 23rd of 1995. Ed, he has a little baby. He has an infant in the house, 2 months. And he also has a 2-year-old. John Roberts has a 2-year-old. And you got Eddie, his son, helping out. Eddie was 6'2". John Roberts was into basketball. Eddie was into basketball. As you can see, the Celtics, what a time to be alive. He tells Ed, I'll go down the court with you tomorrow and I'll school you, man. I don't care how big you are. So they made a date. That next day, they were going to meet at the courts. Eddie goes, let me help you across the street. And Eddie helped him across the street with his 2-year-old son. Now keep this in mind, this is 8:45. This is right before the presence of mind that he went in to go kill Janet Downer, the sexual obsession. So he helps him with the son. Then he walks back across the street. And what does he do next, Jay Bro?
He goes in his house and puts a movie on for his sister. And then he told his parents he's going to go to Burger King.
And that was around 9:05. He hops off the porch.
Yep. He seen his friend's door open, so he went in the house to see if his friend was home.
And he noticed Janet Downing on the dining room floor. What time did they knock on the door?
Yeah. Close to 9:30, like 9:30.
I got it right here.
9:15, 9:20.
I got it right here, ladies and gentlemen. So, 7:30 p.m. Ryan, Joe, Chris, and Eddie were at Downing's home, brought the grocery bags and kitchen, were not there for more than 10 minutes. No one went into the cellar, but Eddie told them the kitchen doorknob was broken, to which he explained you have to use the deadbolt. Last saw Eddie walking towards his house. Ryan, police interview, 7/28/95. This is at 7:30 p.m.
Would have been at 9:30.
I know. I'm breaking down the whole thing. At 6:15 p.m., Janet returns from Market Basket. 7:30, they help her with the groceries. 8 p.m., Paul came home, went in to grab a bite to eat. Statement from the grand jury. At 8:15, John Roberts, the neighbor, came home from dropping off his babysitter. Went to the O'Brien's with his son. Eddie was there shortly after he saw Paul. He waved at them with a very peculiar look on his face. That was at 8:15 p.m. That's when Paul Downing walked out the house and looked at Eddie and John Roberts and had a funny look on his face, which John told us that when we spoke to him, and Big Ed said the same thing. That was at 8:15. At 8:45, Eddie carried John Roberts' son home. Did not see where Ed went after handwritten statement 8:17:95. Well, excuse me, at 8:30. Let me back it up. 8:30, Janet was sleeping on the couch. Paul left out the front door, which he says he closed, and he left with Jeannie. Eddie was on porch with Big Ed. At 8:45, Eddie carried John Roberts' son home. Did not see where Ed went. At 9:10, Eddie left house. Statement from Big Ed and Janet. At 9:15, Anna and David Lee got home around 8:30. Ed did not hear anything. Well, let me back up. Excuse me. At 9:15, John. Sorry, guys. Something got my way. At 9:15, John said that Marco knocked on front door of Janet's house. Door was open, screen door was shut, foyer door was closed, heard noise on the side street, saw a male they thought was Eddie, yelled to him, did not receive a response, went to O'Brien's house to call Downing's house to answer, went to Garvey's house. At 9:45 p.m., Ryan came home and used his key to unlock the front door, found Janet on dining room floor, and went to O'Brien's house to help. At 10 p.m., man seen jumping over fence, but could not confirm if it was Eddie, despite recognizing from a photo as someone he knew from the neighborhood. So at 9:10, the testimony, he jumped off the porch.
Yep.
And then at 9:15, they knocked on the door. And then they said
Right,
they
so-
seen. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
At 9:15, John, Seth, and Marco knocked on the front door of Janet's house. Door was open, screen door was shut, foyer door was closed. They heard a noise on the side street, and they saw a male they thought was Eddie, yelled to him, did not receive a response at 9:15. So within 10 minutes, give and take 15 minutes, they're saying that Eddie committed this crime. He took a bra off her, stabbed her 98 times. The problem is what doesn't get pointed out, Marco, in that the first initial report, he said he didn't know if it was Eddie walking down the street. He didn't know. Then he gets on the stand.
The first two times.
The first two times. Then he gets on the stand. The star witness gets on the stand and says this.
A hawkish teen walking away from the area of the crime scene.
Could you see his face at that point?
Yes, he looked over his right shoulder at me and smiled.
And could you describe what you saw?
Him smiling, his eyes were wide open.
O'Brien seemed amused when Abreu recreated his body language, showing how he had appeared when he walked not far from Janet Downing's house not long after the murder.
Now, did you make arrangements at that time to give a second interview?
Abreu conceded to the defense in the first two interviews with police. He said he couldn't be sure it was Eddie O'Brien. Moments later, he told the district attorney why.
After you spoke to your mother, what happened?
I told her that I was 100% sure that was it the whole time. The only reason I didn't say anything was because I didn't want to believe that he committed the crime.
Marco, are you on your Bluetooth right now?
Me, yeah. You hear it?
Yeah, it's chirping.
I'm gonna mute up.
So here's the deal. This is the pot. Marco, the very first time, the first two times, said he didn't know who it was. Now he's saying 100% he knew it was Eddie. But here's the bombshell, ladies and gentlemen. At 10 p.m., so within that 15-minute window, say he jumped off the porch at 9:05. Eddie walked across the street to Ryan's house. They seen him running out at 9:15. So 15 minutes he had stabbed her 98 times. He took a bra off her. And you got to understand, they kind of drew on her chest. And this is a trigger warning, a disclaimer. Like, the stabbings was very weird. It's in the reports. But he did all this in 15 minutes. No blood on him. Has the presence of mind to take the murder weapon, run down a Burger King, then make up a jump-in story in Union Square, goes inside Midnight Variety where they call the police. Now the police show up. He's got a stab wound on him. He got no blood on him. If he did this, Eddie, he got rid of the murder weapon, got rid of a shirt that's full of blood, because obviously that couldn't be the same shirt. He's got nothing on his sneakers, and he's 15 years old. And he's manipulating the police that are right in front of him who know that there's a murder scene right up the street, literally right up the street. And he's got a knife wound, and he can manipulate the police. But here's the issue. The issue with that is this. Not only did they say that they seen Eddie when he finally goes to court, Marco, and says 100% I knew it was Eddie, that he's the star witness. Oh, I seen him 100%. But keep in mind, what you got to understand is Marco, Gavi, and Seth were all suspects at that point because they were there during the murder. Ryan didn't get home until 9:45. They were there at 9:15, which means is the police were all in their face. Like, what were you doing there? Did you like Janet? Was she nice to you? You don't think they pushed on these kids? They want to know what happened. And this scared the shit out of them.
Eddie never changed his clothes, and there was testimony to that too.
Right. Right. For sure. So with that being said, they were suspects. No matter how you look at how you slice it, because you know why? Because after that, at 10 p.m., after it's all said and done, and Janice gets taken out on the stretcher, they don't stick around for their friends. They don't stick around. They end up walking down Hamlet, and they end up going to Midnight Convenient. Seth, excuse me, I don't know if Seth was there, but I know for a fact Marco was there, and Marco went down to Midnight Convenient. And guess who he runs into? He runs into Eddie O'Brien. Eddie O'Brien is being talked to by the police. So if you just see, no, but let me back up. So not only did he see Eddie run out the back of the house, if he knew 100% it was Eddie, they walk across the street and they use Big Ed's phone to call up Janet's house. So now if you just seen Eddie running out the bushes like a madman, you seen what he did, right? And you seen him acting real crazy. Why wouldn't you tell his dad? That was your first chance. Where's that at? I just seen him running out of Janet's house. I know he's in there. He ran away from us. He's acting funny, Mr. Big Ed O'Brien. Okay, let's just say, for the sake of, he didn't want to tell Big Ed that because he didn't want to get his friend in trouble. Okay, let's just say that. Okay, fine. But now they go down to Midnight Convenient after at 10 p.m. after she's taken away, and everybody knows what happened. She's been stabbed. No one knows probably exactly how many times and things like that, but they know she's been stabbed. And anytime someone's stabbed, it's not good, right? That shit doesn't happen every day to someone you know. So what happens? They go down to Midnight Convenient and they see Eddie on the sidewalk with the police talking. Now, at this point, Seth and Eddie are friends. Marco and Eddie are friends. There's no reason to think that Eddie did this, right? So the first thing he's going to say is, you got stabbed? I seen you run out the house. They stabbed you too? You didn't see what happened to Janet? But he asked Eddie, you know what happened to Janet? And Eddie goes, yeah, I heard what happened. But he never said right then and there in front of the police, well, I seen you running out the house. You was there. You need to tell the police what happened. He never said that. Which means is, if you put it all together, at that particular space and time, in that moment, Marco, you never seen Eddie. And you lied because they had you as a suspect.
What happened next?
She called Lieutenant Family and Trooper
Like my stomach was...
in my house.
Abreu conceded it was after an angry conversation with Eddie O'Brien's father that he went to his mother with the whole story.
He asked me what I had told the police down at the police station. I told him I thought it was Ed. and he didn't approve of that. He didn't really think I should have did it.
Could you see his face at that point?
Yes, he looked over his right shoulder at me and smiled.
And could you describe what you saw?
Him smiling, his eyes were wide open.
O'Brien seemed amused when Abreu recreated his body language, showing how he had appeared when he walked not far from Janet Downing's house not long after the murder.
Now, did you make arrangements at that time to give a second interview?
Abreu conceded to the defense in the first two interviews with police. He said he couldn't be sure it was Eddie O'Brien. Moments later, he told the district attorney why.
After you spoke to your mother, what happened?
I told her that I was 100% sure that was it the whole time. The only reason I didn't say anything was because I didn't want to believe that he committed the crime.
What happened next?
She called Lieutenant Femino and Trooper Duggan, and they came to my house.
Abreu conceded.
Just imagine what Trooper Duggan told this kid. Police took Eddie's blood back to the crime scene, for sure. Marco can start by explaining that little fitted dress shirt. Law Talkers gifted 1 JFK memberships. Go ahead and light it up right now. Go ahead and light this chat up. Show them what you got. Show them what you got. Light this shit up. It's your chat, people. Let's get the conversation moving. For sure.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna let you run your show. I'll be in the chat though. I don't want to. My truck's kind of loud, so I don't want to keep interrupting you.
Got you, brother. We'll speak soon.
All right, I'll be in the chat. Yes, for sure.
Peace and love. Thanks for coming on.
Always, brother. I'll probably jump on in a little bit if you're still on.
All right, brother.
All right, peace and love, chat.
Peace. Jay Brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, if you wonder why I'm playing the music in the background so much, is because people like to snipe our streams and play our stuff, and this will copyright strike them, and I don't think they want that for their channel. I also like going to the beat. I love this beat. It's a pretty fresh beat. And then I feel like it got a sense of urgency. I feel like it takes you up, it builds up, and then right when you think it's going to explode, kind of goes back to a monotone style. Kind of reminds me of like the raindrops. Have you ever been to a funeral or something like that, and like it starts raining? Or like you're sitting on the beach and it's raining and the water hits the wall and the waves crash. Just a vibe. Super Sticker, $19.99. Thank you so much, Avril. Always safe, Jeep Girl. Miss 808 says, and you get the smell of the rain off the ocean. Sure, girl. Yeah, I like the background music. It's giving me old radio, and I love it. And it was up to me. Keep it so whoever's watching will get copyright claim for stealing your content. For sure. For sure. This is not my beat either. I'm going to get hit up too, but that's okay. You know, JFK doesn't care about that. I know the owner of YouTube. I find water of all forms soothing. Waves and rain. Me too. For sure. The music is nice in the background. Even better to keep the sniping away. You know, I usually do this. People that have been a fan of the show, they know that sometimes I go behind the camera and I do like an ASMR version of the JFK show where I kind of just sit behind, play beats, and kind of talk to the beat and let the beat guide the flow. But I know a lot of you people like to see me present, so I decided to do it present today. Yesterday, I did it with me being behind the camera. You know.
It was after an angry conversation with Eddie O'Brien's father that he went to his mother with the whole story.
He asked me when I had told the police station, I told him I thought it was it. And he didn't approve of that. He didn't really think I should have did that, but I told him I couldn't lie to the police.
Did he lose his temper? Did he tell you not to come around the house anymore?
Yeah.
Brandon, did you stab her? You didn't hurt him?
This is a message from the flight deck. Whatever you're going through right now, you need to get it out your head. If you're stuck in your head right now, I need you to get out your head. And I need you to get up. Come on, let's get up. Let's go. Get up. In the group line. What up, Cheryl? Sweet Taffy, what up? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's happening? Lonnie Wahlberg, what up? Lisa's hair, she's getting up. Heard the music. Deborah, here we go. J.F.K, let's take it back. Why would these 15-year-old boys have a chaotic scene that happened at their best friend's house? Let's take it back. Why would these 15-year-old boys leave a chaotic scene that happened at their friend's house? Good question, J.F.K. Gifted 5 J.F.K memberships, but the duck. Let's go. Come on. Yes. Let me tell you something, right? Life will take you down. It will take you down. Close your eyes. Embrace the pain. Use that pain as power. You know what you do? You get up. Let's go. Get up. For the goals, brother, $43. God damn. Thank you, sturdy girl. Appreciate you. Use that pain as power. Whatever pain you're in right now, use that as power. Get up. Face that. Embrace it. You gotta get up. Trust and believe. Yes. Long gamers. Let's go. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? God damn, Josie Lou coming through. Let's go. Uh-huh. You already know.
So we should get all get down.
Josie.
Check it out.
I've gotta take a little time to think things over. I better read between the lines.
Yeah. Why? Read between the lines. Yeah. Why? I know you feeling hurt, your mind flipped. That was a moment in time, can't rewind it. I seen your call, can't talk, declined it. Said I was sorry, liquor had me blinded. I know about your issues, you're not feeling well. What you going through, girl, is a living hell. Sometimes I bug out, I just flip and yell. Just come out tonight, we can sip and chill. I know about that night at the Pats game. You was real comfortable, and that's lame. When I bring it up, you act strange. That's okay, I ain't saying no names. Glad you pulled up though, we can take your legs. I told you before, that girl, see, that's my ex. You gotta chill. Can't believe what you read in text. It's me and you right now, don't be complex. Now it's fine food, proper pints. Storm coming through after 2 lots of white. We gonna be snowed in, so let's start the fights. I know you wanna talk, girl, but not tonight. Got a text by C, he at the other spot. He there with his brother in that other cop. JM over there too, she just a soccer mom. Let's head over there, see what they talking about.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Life keeps going by, please tell me why am I living? Poison in my mind, losing sight now with this blind vision. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten.
Laying on this grass, I can hear the snakes. Wish you would've told me he was feeling so erased. When he sent you that text, seen the fear in your face. Then he texted me too. Then you drove away.
Cracked tail light. Showed my dad my light. It was cracked. And he said, I just want to make sure the light is operational. I'm not going to.
Rosie McDonald,
make sure the light is operational.
Not going to put your car back on the road if I know
so
it's
much.
impaired in any way. So we go into the house. John's nephew was not home from his sleepover yet, but John's parents, Paul, his brother, and his niece were there.
Karen says John's mother seemed to keep her distance.
They had pulled into the driveway before me, so I was presuming she saw my cracked taillight. And was thinking, did you hit my son? I could sense from her that she was looking at me very warily. I said, Dad, come upstairs to the master bedroom. And I said, I think I need to leave. I said, I think John's mother thinks I did something to John.
At what point on Saturday the 29th did you have the wherewithal to think, maybe I need an attorney?
As soon as I interacted with John's mother at John's house, when we were driving home, I said to my father, I gotta get an attorney.
That's a smart move to get legal advice under those circumstances.
She had hired an attorney. That was it. No more contact.
Now, let me ask you, let's be honest. So that happens. She hires an attorney. I mean, this is the thing. Why would someone get on these platforms and speak the way she speaks? In her mind, that by her showing herself, she was saying, "Hey, I'm being transparent. I didn't do this. I'll tell you exactly why I thought about getting an attorney. There was a dead police officer. There's police officers, like, you got to read between the lines. There's police officers involved. She knows at this point there's police officers involved. Have you ever seen? Let me just break this down. She knows what she's up against at that point, and she knows, like, holy shit, my man is a police officer, so everybody in the Boston police office gonna hate me. And that night there was Big Bad Brian A there, and Higgins, who I know for sure is an ATF agent. I need to get a lawyer because the energy is like, you did this. You dropped them off. Regardless, you dropped them off. You was with him. You were responsible for him. Even though he's a grown man, I get all that. But the energy was that, right? So she got a lawyer. And then she goes on this platform and she speaks to it. Some people say she went on there because she's a big fat liar. But why would somebody, if they committed this crime, and we know that she didn't commit this crime, let's be clear, we already know that. But if we back it up a little bit and we think about it, why wouldn't people see it? And like, people just think it's so easy to get on a platform and speak. Like, oh, she went on Dateline and she talked about what happened. No problem. People don't take the time to think of how hard that is. You're going in front of a camera, you're getting interviewed. If you were lying, I don't think you would do that. Why isn't Artie doing that? Artie won't even make a phone call up here. Now, don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. Artie has came up on platforms, but not since he got caught in lies. And she knows she's going to get drilled with questions, and she knows the whole world is watching her. So she's probably thinking in her brain that most people will say, hey, she confronted the issue. She confronted the issue. She ain't got nothing to hide. Where's the Alberts at? Where's Higgins at? Where's all the people in the house at? Where were they? Did they confront the issue? No. But it's funny when they make the smear campaign. And everything's got to be the smear campaign. Everything's got to be an angle. Everything's got to be an angle. That was an angle Karen Reed was doing, right? That was a big angle. She's a liar. She did that because of this. And when she asked to get an attorney, it's because of this. Well, just maybe that's just the way she goes. She's a by the book woman. She has a job. And she's looking at it like, they're going to come and ask me questions regardless. This is serious. She has a dad. She has a family. But they're going to spin it. Oh, no, who would ask for a lawyer? I don't know. A person that she knows who died, John O'Keefe, her man, is a Boston police officer. And she knows that these people are involved are all police. And they're all looking at her like she has some type of responsibility for it. And maybe in her mind, she did feel a little bit of responsibility. Like, man, maybe I should have just kept driving past the house. I shouldn't have stopped. Maybe I could have made the situation different if I would have put my foot down. Survivor's guilt? I don't know. But she had the presence of mind saying, well, I need to get a lawyer. Because it happened in front of a police officer's house. And I know what happened. He went in that house. I know what happened. Higgins, I was talking to Higgins. What do you think Higgins said? Higgins on the text message was always keeping it cordial. Like, should I say political? Nah, John's a good guy. I don't want to mess it up with me and John. But what happened when they met up at the house? What type of conversation was that? When he was trying to go in for the kill? When he was trying to, seal the deal, so to speak? What type of words did he have for John then? I can only assume that the words were like, hey, I ain't worried about John. You're with me now. If John says anything, I'll smack him up. Did he ever say something like that? We don't know. I'm just assuming that is just a hot take. That's just a hot take. But he could have when you're trying to seal the deal and Karen's sitting there, because that's what happens, right? She went out to check her market value and she actually goes to Higgins' house. And she's looking for some type of validation, like it's okay what they're doing right now, because John acted up in Aruba. And John is acting the way he's acting. He's acting like, hey, if you leave, you leave. I need you here. I love you, Karen. But if you leave, you leave. Playing mind games. Karen's confused. Do you want me here? I don't need to be here. I could just go home. Then go home then. But I want you here. I could go home. Go home then. But I want you here. Mind games. You're not married to her. They're not her kids. But she felt that she needed to be there. 2 years of helping the kids out, being there, homework, taking them to places, making sure they were on time when he's working late nights. I'm sure he was working late nights at the Boston Garden or something like that, where he was getting overtimes at accident scenes or construction sites and things like that. Making money. And Carrie, can you come through and hold me down? Yep, I will. So they were a team, right? When she turns around and says, hey, I could break up the team. Go ahead, leave. But I need you. What is it? So she probably wanted to try to understand that, someone to understand that with her. And who else but one of his friends, right? So she goes over Higgins' house. And that's probably why it got awkward, right? Because she's probably there talking about John. I love John. No, I don't know if this is a good idea, because if we do this, if we end up doing this and we take it here, then it's over between me and John. Let's keep it 100. If it happened, the deal gets sealed, it's over between John and her if John finds out. So what was Higgins' reaction? Was it, I like John? John's a good guy? Or was it, fuck John? I'll slap John up. I don't know. We don't know. But Karen does. So that could have been, like I said, this is a hot take. That could have been the reason why it was awkward. She left. And that could have been the reason why she thought she needed a lawyer. Because at that point, she kind of had an idea of what happened. But she went on these platforms to speak. And people don't even think about the heart to actually go on these platforms. It's very easy. Everything is easier said than done. I went to the gym today and burned 1,000 calories. Someone will say to you, really? That's cool. Anyway, you want to go get a coffee? Did you just hear what I said? I went to the gym and I burned 1,000 calories. Just take that in for a second. 1,000. Have you ever burnt 1,000 calories? No. You ate 1,000 calories. You just had 2 honey buns and a cup of milk. The fuck's wrong with you? But did you ever burn 1,000 in an hour and a half, 2 hours? Everything is easier said than done. He actually went to this place, the news, set it up, and knows that she's going in front of the world. And this is going to still be in the algorithm. This is still going to be out there forever. But then all of a sudden, when the Radderall recorded her, no one ever thought about of all the things that she'd been through. The money that she got swindled out of by these companies, right? The backlash that she got from the sound bites. When she actually thought she was putting light to the case, people were taking what she said and spinning it. She's just a liar. She's a witch. She's crazy. She's nuts. Look at her. Memes, faces, AIs. No one ever gave her grace. And she thought, like, wow, you can't read between the lines? Why would I be here? Where's everybody else at? You can't read between. I'm here. Where's everybody else at? Crazy. Josie, thank you, girl. Rose McDonald. Rose McDonald says, You make me happy, J.F.K. Well, hey, I'm happy I could do that for you, Roseanne. Appreciate you, girl. New Hampshire dudes coming through. Just working, enjoying the flight. Didn't have to fire anyone yet today. Okay. There you go, girl. Dude. Right, that's a dude, yeah. There you go, brother. Nice. It's so sick. Miss O'Keefe would not be able to handle the truth if she let herself believe it, and I think that's why she doesn't. Too much for her. The blind spot says, Josie, I don't drink soda. No, we don't drink soda over here.
One of the texts that you sent about Karen Reed is that you said hopefully she kills herself. You texted this to your sister. And that seems incredibly unprofessional for a homicide investigator speaking about his suspect.
It was made in jest. You know, it's a figure of speech.
Figure of speech?
Yes.
Do you use that commonly?
Yes. Not commonly, but it's a figure of speech I made in, like, jest. It wasn't, like, literally, I hope she kills herself. 100% understand why people would think that. But when you have, you know, a fellow police officer around my age, 2 kids of his own, it generates an emotion. And I expressed those emotions in a negative way, which I shouldn't have. I shouldn't even, you know, been texting my friends anything.
Some of his texts were with colleagues, including 2 superiors.
When we first got into her phone, the number one thing I wanted to review was location data, text messages. And when we got into the phone, I texted the guys at work, you know, our work chain, that joke. No nude so far, guys.
Scariest phrase I think I've ever heard from a detective.
Any part of the actual investigation that you would do over?
I wouldn't change anything.
Nothing.
No.
We worked this case just like we always do.
Given what we now know about how this case was investigated and not investigated, for him to phrase I think I've ever heard from a detective.
Any part of the actual investigation that you would do over?
I wouldn't change anything.
Nothing.
No.
We worked this case just like we always do.
Given what we now know about how this case was investigated and not investigated, for him to literally say on national TV, nah, not so much. I would work this case just the same way I'd work every other case. Every other defendant, every other defense attorney who has represented a defendant in which Michael Proctor has touched a piece of evidence should be clamoring for some sort of habeas corpus, some sort of retrial. He is a disaster in terms of an investigator. For him to say, maybe I should have looked at another car, maybe I should have interviewed a couple of witnesses. Are you kidding? He acts like it's an afterthought. That is your job, sir.
I'm going back to Massachusetts. Something's telling me I must go home. And the lights all went down in Massachusetts the day I left her standing on her own. I'm going back to Massachusetts. Something's telling me I must go home. And the lights all went down in Massachusetts the day I follow the Moskva down to Gonky Park, listening to the wind of change. August summer night, soldiers passing by, listening to the wind of change. The world is closing in. Did you ever think that we could be so close, like brothers? The future's in the air, can feel it everywhere. I'm blowing with the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow
What up, people?
feel the wind, in the wind of change.
Come on. Let's go.
Walking down the street,
Uh-huh.
distant memories are buried in the past forever. I follow the Moskva down to
Appreciate you.
Gonky Park, listening to the wind of change.
Come on. Woo.
Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. The wind of change blows straight into the face of time, like a storm wind. Then we ring the freedom bell for peace of mind. Let your mother like I sing what my guitar wants to sing.
Come on.
Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of
Where's all my lovers at? Where's all my lovers at? Where's all my lovers? Uh-huh. Come on. Where's all my lovers at? Uh-huh. What? Mic check. Message from the flight deck. Where's all my lovers at? Ladies, fellas, come on. Let's go. Y'all know this song? Here we go. I try to make sense.
I know it could be serious.
Yup.
dream about just holding you.
Yes. Here we go.
What is a girl supposed to do?
Uh-huh.
I want you. You're the one that I live for, and I can't take it anymore. I love you. I need you, and I need you. What can I do to make you see you're the only one for me? First time I saw your face, my heart just erased all the guys I knew before you walked into my life. I was the type to never want for nothing. Each and every day, I tried to make some sense of this. What you mean to me? I know it could be serious. Each and every night, I dream about just holding you. Loving you like this. What is a girl supposed to do? I love you. I love you. I need you. You're the one that I live for, and I can't take it anymore. I love you. I need you. What can I do to make you see you're the only one for me? I love you. I want you. I need you in my life. Can't you see what you mean to me? Baby, come hold me tight. I miss you. Wanna kiss you every time I see your face. Baby, I'm here waiting for you each and every day. I love you. I want you. You're the one that I live for, baby. You know that I love you. I need you. Baby, I love what can I do to make you see you're the only one for me? Only one. I know it's meant to be. I know we're meant to be. My love will carry on. If I had no more time left to be here, would you cherish what we had? Everything that you were looking for. If I couldn't feel your touch, and no longer were you with me, I'd be wishing you were here.
Thank you, Christine.
I've been looking for. I don't wanna forget the present is a gift, and I don't wanna take for granted the time you may have here with me. 'Cause Lord only knows another day is not really guaranteed. So every time you hold me like this is the last time.
You know something, right? As I take this to the end, right? I just seen something on Twitter, right? See this hat right here? Kazi, you all caught up? I seen that you had this hat on, right? Now, what I need you to do is, right? Because I told you this is an official hat. This was given to me by an official. They did drop these. They only made so many of these hats. Now, you can get the bootleg version of them, of course, that will just print this up. But if you have the official hat, it will say this on it, brother. It will say Mitchell and Ness. It will have the original stamp of Mitchell and Ness on it. All right. Mitchell and Ness is a hat company that's official, just like New Era. It's an official drop. So if you can show me your Mitchell and Ness on it, because you probably could get it on eBay. I'm sure they would sell them, but I'm sure you don't have the official one. So you did your little show with the Boston Shady, but it's a bootleg version. It's not the official version. Maybe you do have the official version. So prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. They're hard to get. That's all I know. You know, this was given to me at the radio station, Shade 45. They only made so many cities. You know, it's called a pop-up. You know, they make so many versions of them. When you get them, you're lucky to have them because they only made so many of them. Then it's not that you can't get them. It's that they're hard to get. So the thing is, Kazi, you clown. Are you all caught up, Kazi? Because you was wearing it. You are so into me. It's scary because you're a PC Kazi. And it's a fact. Kazi was in protective custody, which means he's no good. NG, no good. We're not going to put allegations against him, but most people that are in PC are no good. And he's
Clown!
Mitchell and Ness.
You are a clown! A clown!
Right there, Mitchell and Ness.
You are a clown! A clown!
Inside, right there, we'll say Mitchell and Ness.
You are a clown! A clown!
Okay? So go ahead and do that, all right, PC Kazi? All right? I want you to show me. And it's not a big deal. It's petty, but you're very petty. You know, you had the hat on and you want to be me, man. You want to be. It's honestly, it's the weirdest fucking thing. It's so weird because you're a PC. You can't be me because I was never a PC. I was on the yard. You weren't on the yard. You were scared to death. STD, not sexually transmitted disease, although you probably had a few of those. I'm talking about scared to death. You, Kazi, PC Kazi. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody for being here. Appreciate everybody for being here. And I'll see you guys next flight. Tonight, we're going swimming. I got some things to say this afternoon. I wanted to keep it slow, but I will lead with that. Kazi, there's your content for the day, all right? Are you all caught up, Kazi? There's your content, you fucking clown. All right, peace and love, everybody. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you tonight. All right? Peace and love, people. Peace. Appreciate all the support. You guys already know. Let's go.
Turbulence in the chat.